Well, Dr. Esther Mahlangu's alleged attacker is expected to make a second court appearance this morning. Now, the world-renowned Ndebele artist was attacked last month. We now know who the person is facing the charges. It's Simon Skosana, charges of robbery and aggravating circumstances. Heidi Giokos joining us from the eNCA Magistrates Court up in Mpumalanga. Hello to you, Heidi. And I think it's just because it's not to say that this crime is more important than any other kind of crime in the country, but I think just because of who the victim was in this, getting so much attention from the public.
Definitely, Gareth, and part of the reason this specific case is getting so much attention is not only because it's Gogo Esther Mahlangu, but also because it's an over 80-year-old granny in the community. And what makes this even more worrying is that Simon Skosana is somebody that Gogo Esther Mahlangu's family has told us in the last court appearance that it's somebody known from the community, somebody they know and see walking around, walking about. So they cannot understand why somebody would so violently attack Gogo Esther Mahlangu. But what we do know is that Simon Skosana is facing Schedule 6, facing a Schedule 6 offence, and he will be formally applying for bail today. Previously, when he appeared about 2 weeks ago, he did indicate to the magistrate here that he would not be requiring legal aid or be having any private kind of legal services representing him. He will be representing himself. So it's going to be interesting today to see whether or not that still stands and whether or not he will be able to legally represent himself here for his formal bail application. What's interesting here is that because he's facing a Schedule 6 offence, he needs to provide exceptional circumstances and reasons why he should be granted bail. So he needs to prove why he will not be a threat should he be released to the community and be out on bail pending his trial. He also needs to prove why he should be granted bail and what reason is so exceptional that he needs to be released back into the community until his trial commences. Also to prove that he will not be a flight risk or he will not flee the province or the country, and also to prove that he will not go back and further hurt and rob, be it Gogo Esther Mahlangu or anybody else in the community. What we do know is that he stole an undisclosed amount of cash from Gogo's house. He also stole her gun, and we do know he also allegedly violently attacked her and strangling her until she became unconscious. We also know that he then sold the firearm to accused number 2, who has indeed been granted bail. Of course, very strict bail conditions, needs to report to the magistrate or the police station, I think, every week. So it's going to be interesting to see what transpires in court today and whether or not we will be seeing Gogo Esther Mahlangu in court today.
And we wait for that court case to get underway a little bit later. Heidi, when we come back to you a bit later, I think what we'll do is we'll talk about the community itself. It's a small community, a much-loved Gogo in Esther Mahlangu. They must be fuming, no doubt. So we'll get back to Heidi Giokos again a little bit later.